Well, they're all happy except you got, one or two that just ain't figured out that there's still room in that feeder over there. Not much at this point, but yeah, there still is. Dogs are barking. That might be Becky. She went in early to the grocery store since old Mother Hubbard's cupboard was bare. Yeah, a couple empty holes. And those kids over there, they all get the shots today. At the moment, it's not raining. 5 o'clock, it was nice and quiet. 7 o'clock, it started again with the wind and rain, and didn't last very long. It just quit a couple minutes ago. And I'm kind of working my way out here. I'm wondering, oh no, maybe it's just them. They're finally going to get out of their pickup. That's the lawn care crew. They've been here for probably half an hour. Worked right there with the pickup running. I don't know if they thought it was too dark. Maybe they need headlights in their lawnmowers. I don't know. It wasn't too dark last weekend when they were here earlier, or the weekend before when they were here earlier. And yes, she's still here. Yeah. Yesterday would have been the day to go to the auction, because next week, where we go, they have a horse auction, and you can't get within 10 miles of the auction yard. Unfortunately, no, I wouldn't have wanted to have been taking that little Freightliner that far in that kind of weather yesterday. One of the bigger trucks wouldn't bother me, but, it's a little different. So, yeah, next week's kind of screwed. It means the week after, which doesn't thrill me, and I forgot to unplug the radio over here. So. But this morning, 618D was in the little pen here, being comfortable. That's the one that got stuck in the alleyway. And 02A, which I think is actually that one walking across. They were both in here, ready for me to bring grain in. Didn't care. I didn't go scratching on them, but they let me walk right past them with the buckets. They were good. So, anyway, see if I can get you a little bit of stuff later. Well, dang camera screwed up on me again. So, take 2 on the second clip. You can see the creek's up a little. Not a lot, a little bit. It finally chilled out this morning, and sun's up there. We get some calves. They're boosters, and get weights on them again, just because, if they go across the chute, we get their weights. And these girls are going to go into basically calving season feeding, because we just fed them yesterday morning. That feeder's still got a pretty good chunk of bale in it. That one's clear empty. And that one there, I see a bunch of cows in it, but I can't see any hay from here. So if we start just night feeding them, means they make a bigger mess in the barn, but they'll use less hay. Of course, we get the 2-year-olds out of there, coming 2-year-olds, and get them over here where they belong, and that would help too. They more or less need better access to feed. Do something with her. Anyway, yep, everybody just standing around, enjoying the no rain for a little bit. Just her luck. Second one through is one of those steers that are sold for 4-H projects. That'd be Dancer's kid.
Do you sell balls?
And his jerky sack is still hanging there as he's pushing it against the divider. And see if we can get him up here. He can enjoy himself here while everybody else walks past him today. Hey, bud. Come on, bud. Oh, come on. You got a shitty tail. Everybody's got their runs this morning. He's all nervous. I don't want to grab that tail. That ain't doing any good anyway. Forward. Reverse. Neither one's working. I hate that. He's going to be stubborn. This is the one we got stuck in that gap that we got blocked off now before.
You can tell I did now.
And she's been good. But something we just noticed, we ended up missing one of the Bangs vaccination tag numbers.
The last 3 digits. We normally keep track of it that way.
But so we're checking to see where that number went because we don't know. And if you recall, Armadillo?
No, Nelly.
Nelly. Okay, Nelly. I can't keep up with them. Had the tear,
right here on top.
the tear and the infection around that tag. Well, she's got crusties on top, and
She's fully infected on the bottom.
inside is all full of pus. So I'm wondering what the heck. My first thought was maybe his tagger had gotten in something, but that couldn't be because the tagger itself doesn't make any contact. It doesn't do the piercing. It's the back for the tag that does. So that comes out interesting. Why? Because we don't have that trouble when we tag anything.
Yeah, what do you need?
So did the state end up with some tags full of shit or something?
Actually, Dad, grab the...
Yeah, I'm a bad boy. I didn't get you any more running calves. It's after lunch now. Just getting them some hay. Ended up switching some around. That's the one first steer that we tied up. It was where this heifer is, who is being a little bitch. She just decided to kick here a couple minutes ago while I was standing here leaning on the gate. Luckily, I wasn't facing toward her, because there's part of what she kicked, and the other part is over there somewhere.
Part of it's up here.
Oh, Ty says it's up. It's actually up on the deck. Yeah,
Because she is here.
that's why she's back in here.
She's going to end up hotter.
Tie a rope around her feet. See how she kicks. Anyway, those stinking brucellosis tags ended up with 9 of them that have infections in their ears from the frickin' brucellosis tag. I need to let the vet know about that. It looks like it's the way the tag is made, and I wouldn't think they'd be any different than what they started using last year. They're just a disc, I don't know, 1/4, 5/16 thick with all the frickin' numbers on it. And we figured out who the one was for sure that we didn't have the number. She actually had a different number marked down for her that wasn't even close to it, but you know, things happen. But anyway, that's that big boy from the cow with the bad udder who had the reaction on down his back to the brute or to the fly band, whichever one it was. Probably to the fly band. Because we had a few of them kind of getting that way when the fly band was there, and once the fly band was out of it and it was just brute, they all healed up. And Wacko there, that's Dancer's kid that used to be the first one to come up to me here when I'd bring grain in. And he was in this hole, which there's no, we're missing a divider. So it's, well, he laid himself out, I don't know how many freaking times. Of course, he'd lay himself out, feet uphill, starting to try to bloat. So I got tired of getting him out. We finally got a chance to move him, and he got moved down there. Which when we tie in here, if we're tying steers or bulls with heifers, we try to put the heifers uphill, because the heifers are peeing and pooping back here.
Sometimes it doesn't always work.
I mean, it doesn't always work that way. If you want to calm one down, you throw one in the middle somewhere. But if we can, put the steers at the bottom, because they're the ones laying in their own piss. The heifers aren't laying in their piss. And yeah, we keep it cleaned up, but you clean it twice a day and they're laying in it the rest of the time. So anyway, we got a little shower before we were done. Hence, all these others are gathered in here because they can't go outside because we wormed them and didn't want the poron to get washed off. You got to leave them a couple hours without getting rained on. Bad enough, about a third of them were wet from getting rained on before they got it, but it soaks in. It's all good. And we get all done, and then the sun comes out. And it was actually pretty bright for a little bit. Kind of wonder what it's going to do now, but it's still supposed to rain. So anyway, that's how the day went. These kids are now standing here instead of, you know.
Which doesn't help me either way because I got to clean all that out.
Yeah, she's still got to clean this up. You know, part of it will probably just get top dressed a little till tomorrow.
If you didn't have that smell.
I know. I smell it. It gets a little whiffy. Anyway, those two heifers, I don't know if we're going to leave them tied very long or not. They may get untied before the steers leave tomorrow afternoon. Yeah, she says, no, I'm going to leave them tied longer. I'm going to abuse myself that much longer.
Well, the little of the two heifers, no.
Yeah, she says the little one's a problem child. Of course, then we got
just as much
Kicker.
As the bitch.
You know, anyway, see what else we got to show you. I'm going to go see if I can move some things around and put some things away.